If you want to win, you must have tunnel vision. And tunnel vision meaning that you're so locked in on one thing and you're willing to do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. And on this path of whatever you deem success being, there's going to be a point in time where there's going to be a bunch of distractions, whether it's friends, family, women, drugs, alcohol, vices, bad habits. These things will derail you from the tunnel vision. And don't get me wrong, you should have great experiences along the journey. Don't cut yourself off from having fun if you're young and you're just focused on work. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be working so much and you're going to look up and be like, why am I working so hard if I'm not even enjoying the work that I'm putting in? So that's first and foremost. You have to enjoy the process and enjoy the journey as you walk the journey. But also, too, there will be things, people, and situations that are going to derail you from the vision just because you're an anomaly. You don't think like the general population. You move different, you talk different, you act different. People pick up on that and they will try to dim your light. Reason why they're trying to dim your light is because they are mad that you know something that they don't, or the way you carry yourself is something that they wish they could embody, or whatever the case may be. These little things can be unconscious to the opposing person where they may not be trying to humble you or they not be trying to talk shit about you, but they'll say it in a subtle way where it's like a joke or it's in a manner that's not as hurtful and direct. It's more of like a beat around the bush comment. So like let's say if I say something about some sort of topic and they'll be like, oh, you think you know it all. I'm like, no, I just did my research beforehand so I could be well versed within that subject or whatever I'm talking about. Some people get it mixed up for being cocky. Some people think it gets mixed up for me knowing it all. But at the end of the day, you just have to stay focused on the vision because there's going to be a point in time where things just start coming at you like crazy. The money, the opportunities, the women, the this, the that, the that, the that. And you have to still stay focused. It's all you should definitely have your fun, but it's going to be a point in time where it becomes a distraction and you cannot let those outside things you can't let yourself overindulge in those outside things. Don't get me wrong, you still should have your fun, but at the same time, don't let those external things you overindulge in because the moment you do that, everything starts to get blurry. You're not as sharp as you used to be. Those ideas that you used to have that you would literally just sit down and just 5 minutes, bam, 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 bam. It'll take 50 minutes. It'll take an hour. It'll take 2 hours. So you really have to be not only disciplined and strict with yourself, but you also must understand that however you deem success, you have to make sure you're in alignment with that at all times. Because if you're not and you're in and out, you're gonna get in and out results. You're gonna get half the outcome that you desired. If you're not all in on this shit, just don't even do it at all. And that goes for anything you want to do in life and become a master at. Don't do this shit 50%. Do this shit all or nothing because the moment you realize and you look up, you're like, damn, I wish I would have went harder, is how people end up living a life of regret. They end up at a job for 40, 50 years. They retire. They don't even have that much money. They end up either getting health problems or can't even really enjoy the money that they worked up until this point to be able to really enjoy it. And for those that are watching, like, really just keep that shit in the back of your head. Like, you only get one shot at this shit called life. And you might as well live it up while you're here. And it becomes a point in time where it's like money money's definitely a tool. Money isn't everything, but it's damn sure significant. But at the same time, you should also enjoy life and what everything that it has to offer. Obviously, it's great to have big dreams and aspirations, but if you're somebody that doesn't really want to indulge in having a lot of money or having a lot of success and you're okay with being like average and regular, I mean that's fine, but don't be mad that you have the outcomes that you want when you know you could have did more, you know you could have pushed, you know you could have figured it out. A lot of the time these people would rather complain instead of just putting in the work because complaining is easier? Would you rather just be somebody that puts in the work or be a complainer the rest of your life? Because I know, you know, like I know, complainers do not get far at all. If anything, they stay in the same place for years upon years upon years. And then when somebody else passes them up or gets this monumental level of success, they try to dim your light, they try to bring you down, they try to humble you, they try to do this, they try to do that. You think you know it all. Fuck you. You're not, you're just very money hungry. You're this, that, and the third. It's just a part of the game. But as long as you have tunnel vision, you keep your blinders up and you stay focused at all times, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Think about it. If you have to get by yourself, do it. If you have a small group of friends, stay with them. Keep those close peers around you because those are gonna be the people that continue to push you when you may not feel like doing something. Those will be the people that'll push you into getting you into different rooms and meeting different people that you never knew that you could possibly meet that'll change the trajectory of your career or your life. So you just have to have not only tunnel vision, but you also have to have a great circle of influence around you. Because the moment you have shitty people around you is when your life will go to shambles. Because you have to think, if you're walking a path that is untraditional and you have low-level thinkers and you have regular friends, quote unquote, they're gonna despise you at some point. The moment you see a little glimpse of success or they see you doing better than them is when they'll try to bring you down. It's crabs in a barrel mentality. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But maybe some of you guys that are watching, maybe you guys don't have friends like that. Maybe they're okay with living regular lives, but they're in all support of you, your career aspirations, and what you want to do and what you want to get out of life. That's totally fine. But at the end of the day, you just need to reassess everything that you're doing from a second by second, a minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, month by month, year by year, and really just understand and take an audit of all this shit. Because I know, me personally, there was a point in time where I was wasting a lot of time just doing nothing. Whether it was watching mindless entertainment or I could have been a lot more productive with my time. And if I didn't take an audit of my time and really reevaluate what I was doing during those hours of when I had downtime, I started to do things that were more in alignment with the goal. So like sometimes in my downtime, I would just practice modeling in Excel, or I would do a little bit more research on how to get into multifamily real estate, or it might have been a lingering question that I had from my real estate class that I wanted to get answered that my professor may not have known, or when he did explain it to me, it just didn't make sense. So I did a little bit more research, and doing those things over the course of time has made me become more sharper and more increasingly better at getting better at my craft. And those things attest to me having tunnel vision. I didn't let asking a question in class feel like I was stupid or anything like that. I didn't let those things hold me back because at the end of the day, I knew there was going to be a point in time where I just believed in myself, and all I knew was that I was going to win no matter what. No matter what cards were going to get dealt at me, I knew I was going to win. I just didn't give a shit, and that's just the belief that I had, and that's the belief I still have today. And throughout this journey, there's definitely been ups and downs and getting rid of friends and doing what's best for you. But at the end of the day, you should be selfish. You should be relentless. People that say, oh, you shouldn't be selfish are the same people that are people pleasers. They don't put themselves first, and they're 9 times out of 10, they're fucking miserable. So you need to get yourself right, then you can get others right. And how do you get yourself right? Is being real with yourself. You need to be, at a certain degree, you really need to be hard on yourself, but not for negative reasons. Just be hard on yourself from an accountability factor and saying that everything is my fault and I need to figure out a way to alleviate some of these situations so that I can improve myself and improve my situations. That's all it comes down to. When you understand that, everything changes. Because once you have the mental switch, then it's free game after that. Nothing else really matters. You're focused on the goal. You've been through some of the trials and tribulations. You change your circle. You change the things that you talk about. You change what you consume. All this shit matters. And this attributes to your tunnel vision. If you have tunnel vision, you don't even want to indulge in distractions or anything else because you know it will derail you from the goal. Stay focused, stay driven, And that's the video for today. Make sure you guys like, comment, and follow for more. And I'll see y'all in the next one.